Alright guys, so now I am at my creative world that I've had for the longest time. And yes, this is my creative world that I think I've had for over 8 years. Essentially, I got a lot of different buildings. I might not go inside every single one, but this is essentially my crappy house. Yes, and why I say it like that. I didn't even really do much on my house. As you can see, another where from. Barely did anything on my house, but yes. We're going to show off axolotls in here. And then we got essentially the trading room, which you just go down and it's just all these different trade things. So yeah, I guess we're showing off my boring house first. But guess what? This world, it's got some cool things. Not everything is elite, but yes, essentially my house. There's just a lot of random junk here, like random farms. Parrots are in here, or used to be in here. I'm pretty sure they died. But another parkour course, because that's what this world originally was a parkour course. And it's very ugly because it's in the middle, and for some reason we kept changing the blocks on that. But yes, essentially all that. Now this world is it started off as parkour course, and then it went to, I built my house, whatever, and then we essentially became our own nation. So we ended up making our own, I don't know, nations, faction, whatever you want to call it. So like Lost Sands, we kind of have like a government building right here, which is pretty cool, like a little throne. We all created our own custom flags. I don't know, I mean, a nice looking hat, or I guess, I don't know. I think it's the palace. It's one of my brother's palaces, because we all had different things. We have an elytra tower. You just jump off with your elytras. I think there's elytras in here. Okay, apparently not. But yeah, essentially you got your small little village. You got Baco Taco, that's what BT stands for. Pretty lit. Yeah, it's kind of just a crappy food place. Then you got like all like different crops in here. Dude, wait, did they take the ladder? I don't even know. Essentially, yeah, you got like this little cool area. This is supposed to be the government building. Yeah, it's not even centered. It just shows you. And then we essentially got our arena over here, which is a pretty cool arena. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks ugly, but it's got essentially all the flags of the nations there are. As you can see, 5 nations. And yes, this is kind of like a little gladiator dome, one-on-one. And you kind of got that. And I guess I'll show you this little statue over here. And then we'll go over to the most recent project. So essentially we got Snoop Dogg and Eminem. Yeah. My brother made that. So now we got this whole giant... Oh my goodness, they added guardrails. Okay, this is new. Yeah, okay, so this right here, this whole project that we're going right here, is the newest thing, so it doesn't really have a lot. Well, yes, we made a drawbridge that's about, I want to say, 500 blocks? No. 200, I don't remember how long it is. But yes, essentially this is what we're building now. Well, we're currently working on the project. We had a gigantic wall that my friend Curtis built. Essentially, we plan on making this like an old, like, I guess like, kind of old like dynasty building. So like a lot of like old, I guess maybe like Chinese, Japanese, like that type of stuff. So yeah, we got like halls here. I mean, it's a pretty good block. Buildings that might be lopsided, I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, we're working on this. We're starting on this. So there's not really a lot, but as you can see, there's some, I mean, it's pretty good building. There's no interior in here yet, but as you can see, a gigantic wall all around here. This is a huge project that we're working on, and I think it's going to be really, really cool, especially when you have like hundreds of buildings are going to be down here, small buildings. You're going to have streets and all that stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. Something we're still working on, but yes. Now we got like my brother's little snow house. I don't really know why he built it here. It was supposed to be like, oh yeah, if you're up adventuring in the mountains, you can sleep in here. Kind of cool. But yeah, that's essentially everything over there. Now we're going to use my elytra, which I know I'm in creative right now. A lot of these builds aren't creative. It started off kind of, obviously we said parkour. Then we went to survival, and then we went back to creative because we want to build all these awesome structures. And then now we have what we call Fire Nation. And You got a whole, yeah, Fire Nation. As you can see, you maybe can't read that. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, Fire Nation. So you got this whole giant wall. Essentially, yes, he has shooting things, 2 walls. And then like here he has like an abandoned, well, never mind, it's not abandoned. For some reason I thought it was an abandoned library. He has a whole like cake factory. It's 2 times the size of ours. As you can see, there is a lot in there. It's pretty sick building. I'm not gonna lie. Then we got, I don't even know what this is. Just filled with clocks. There's just a lot of random buildings, or like buildings that are built but don't really have a purpose. Like this, like what's the purpose of this? I don't know. I guess 2 beds. No, but it's pretty. I really like, you know, Fire Nation, the whole thing. You know, chainsaws, and then essentially that guy right there. Oh, cool. I know this is his palace, which is pretty sick. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of cool like bedrooms. I mean, it's a nice bedroom. There used to be beds here. I don't know why he took them out. But yeah, quite legit. This is my brother's nation. So I have 2 brothers that have a nation. And the whole thing is, you know, you can have alliances, like how essentially it would work in real life. And yeah, Fire Nation makes everybody mad. Since my brother basically went against everybody. Yes, he's got all these buildings, and apparently the force is on fire. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that's cool. So if we go over there, what is this? I don't actually know what this is. I've never seen this. Oh, is this Five Nights at Freddy? I don't know. No? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So somebody's working on a Five Nights at Freddy's. There's multiple Five Nights at Freddy's structures on this world. Why? I don't really know. Just as you can see, you got the flags basically marking the territory, and then within the territory, you got my best friend's nation, Brock, which he calls it Pig Nation, a pig right there. Yeah, I think the spawners actually spawn pigs. Yeah, they do. So it's essentially Pig Nation. Not really a lot. There actually used to be stuff here, and then my brother just blew it all up, and then we all attacked my brother, and then he ended up filling in the holes. I don't even know if you could like, I don't know. I don't remember exactly where he blew it up. I was trying to find where all the holes were at. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, like literally, I know there's more holes, but yes, he essentially blew this all up. Whatever, I worried about that later. Essentially blew up like a few buildings. And yeah, so yeah, this is essentially Brock's Nation, or Pig Nation, that's whatever he calls it. It's not very good. It's actually like, yeah, no, it's not good. He didn't claim a lot of land. And then you got a road out all the way out to here, which then you got another Five Nights at Freddy's thing, which I think pretty dang sick. My brother's working on it. The Fire Nation leader working on it. Probably used to put some torches, but yes, he started working on this Five Nights at Freddy's, which as you can see, it's not done, but it looks pretty cool. Looks very, very, very cool. He needs to put some more lighting in here. The lighting is not particularly good, but I think this is honestly a pretty sick building. But yes, and like even though this world is over 8 years old, we're still adding, we're still coming up with ideas. There's still lots of things to be added. And obviously none of us are expert builders. We all did this for fun. And so yeah, like obviously, like, and then we made like, you know, jungle, when all these new jungle things came out with all these bricks or whatever. What I like to do is whenever they come out with a new update, I like to try out some of the new things they added and, you know, kind of figure out what I can add for my own survival world. So I mean, that's pretty much all that on the outskirts. I guess I'll show you right here kind of my, essentially, I wouldn't really call it a theme park, but it's kind of like mini games. You get like, essentially like Race of the Century. You know, you take a voyage, and you know, if you guys want to see a video where I bring on maybe one of my brothers, maybe a friend, we could do this parkour tag. It's really cool. I mean, you got like all this, and then you can like, oh, I'm gonna take out my thing. Yeah, you can even like get jump boosts. Oh, okay, well, since I have a glider, it's making it not cool. But like, yeah, essentially have this, and like you set like a timer. That's really fun, essentially. And then you got like a whole scoring system right here. I think it's pretty dang sick, you know, yeah, like your 1 minute timer or whatever. Then you even have pig racing, which you have outdoors. You got a water system. You can't even see. It is literal water, but because Minecraft made water clearer than ever, yeah. And then you got like, you know, soul sand. And then you got to climb ladders with pigs, pig racing. There's a bunch of mini games that we've made. Even like some of these are taken from other YouTubers. Stampy, like this one's Sheer Fun, one of Stampy's mini games. We got like the starting, you know, wool. So like, yeah, that's like, it's pretty sick. Like, we take ideas, but then we also call it our own ideas. Like Parkour Jag was my own idea, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, essentially, yeah, it's something already taken. But yeah, we got all that right there. Just very, very, very awesome. And we have a sky aquarium, or maybe just one big thing. We ended up having a lot of fish in here, but then we put axolotls, and they killed every single fish. And we didn't really end up doing much with this. This right here is like capture the flag with roses, another one of Stampy's things that he made. We got a whole minecart thing. It looks ugly, but it goes really high. And maybe I'll ride it. You know, maybe one episode I just do other mini games if y'all want to see that. A pretty sick hotel. Yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of whole rooms, and like essentially every single room's the same. I mean, okay, I don't think every room has a grass block. Okay, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, essentially you got all these rooms, and you got these elevators, which, I mean, I know how to make water elevators, but this is what we use back with scaffolding. Made this thing a long time ago. Supposed to be chickens in here. What happened? What? Okay, well, I'm gonna ignore that. We got like a whole nother like water ride, which you can't even tell because once again it's clear. You have a whole water ride and you can hit targets. Kind of fun. You know, a little forest environment right there. So yeah, we got all that. Essentially mini games, whatever. But I'm gonna show you basically my whole town, which is basically the biggest nation. Well, I'm gonna go to the outskirts right here. This is my little brother's base, and then this right here, I don't know. One of his friends made that. So it's pretty sick. But yeah, we have a giant aquarium right here. We got a DJ booth, so you can see it. Yeah, that art right there. We got Danny. Danny did all the roads, which is pretty awesome. We didn't actually have roads for the longest time. This right here is like a bank or internet software. Apparently, I thought it was a bank. It's not. That shows you how well I know my world. A library, you can get your enchantments. You've got, there used to be just like a giant egg, but it used to have, what did it have in there? I don't know, some like explosive. Then we have like a dojo, but it's literally another library. We got Jade Shroom's house. They're literally a bum. I don't even think it had anything good. No, he literally had that. Didn't even really play at all. There used to be a sheep that lived here. Called him Crazy Sheep, and we named him Jeb, so like, I went Rainbow. But then somebody ended up killing him. And so yeah, we kind of have like our whole, right here, Crazy Sheep, whatever, little perp. All this, you know, little graveyard, you know. Pretty sick. We made ZTube, so basically the knockoff YouTube. Little aquarium, and then you got your it's just like, essentially like, looks like dungeons down there. It's not even good. Like this, like, I don't even know what this was. I think there was a bunch of orange sheep in here and someone killed them because why would they not? A little, you know, snow cone shack area. Your whole like, little van. I mean, it looks alright. It's nothing that great. This building was meant to be useless, right? And essentially what I did is I had my own secret hideout here. Oh, yeah, essentially it was we built this building and I posed it as nothing, but it was meant for a whole nether portal. I did not mean to even go through it. Gosh darn it. Okay, well. Oh, and my camera's going crazy. Okay. It's basically nothing. We essentially banned people from going to the nether. We basically built nothing here. It's kind of trash. Okay, finally my camera started not being as blurry. So now we spawned where we didn't mean to, but this is essentially my bakery that I bought. It used to be my brother's base, but then he left the nation. When he left, that became a little bakery, or the supplies for the bakery. Parkour City, which is a bunch of like small parkour like things. It's not even spelled right. Port. I don't even know. I don't even know. I didn't make this, but yes, maybe one day I show off Port Core City. I don't even know. We show it off one day, maybe. This is like the whole military base, but it's not even that good. It's kind of like a bootleg. I don't even know what that is. It's just an ugly looking building. Place where we kept our villagers. Pea shooters. You know, why not? Why not? Now we got like, I don't know, just this is the thing. It's just random buildings, random junk. And then like, I exiled my brother to live on this island, and then he ended up creating his own nation. So yes, we exiled him here, made his own island. This used to be super small, but then he expanded it. An ugly looking bee, kind of like a farm. And you know, I mean, this was me trying out the whatever block this was. I don't even know. It was a kind of cool block. Got a little chicken. Got, you know, another farming place with bees. This is where the warden's at, but I don't even know if the warden spawns anymore. Caution, warden's lair. If you'll be on this point, you are at risk. That's pretty cool. Another Finance of Freddy build. Right next to Sarah's house, who hasn't played in probably 7 years. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yeah. The control room. Danny built this. Sick building. Yes. I know I'm not really going into detail of every single building because this will take way too long. And yeah. I mean, a lot of this is just like random art, like old crafting table. So right here's a witch hut. Or witch tower. Kind of cool. I mean, you know, nothing really fancy, I guess. Down here is, you know, little design, you know, kind of cool. We got our whole gas station. This is one of our recent builds because we added shelves. So, like, yeah, I just added a bunch of shelves. I mean, you know, trying to make it kind of city-like, even though there's a bunch of random things that not be in the city. We got this, like, hospital. You know, fitness recovery. It was an ice bath. I'm pretty sure all that. Actually, no. I think there's a packed ice at the bottom. You know, your eye cleaning, your breath treatment, arm strengthening, a bunch of just different potions. And then there used to be a zombie village in here, but I think he escaped and then died because he went outside. I don't know why. Okay. Here's a Petco. Yeah, there are good animal ethics. Okay. Random, like, whatever. Just a bunch of random stuff, and then this, like, fire. Honestly, I was kind of impressed with how this, you know, looked. It's not a bad looking fire truck. It hasn't really got a lot in it. This right here, someone recently built this. You know, cool little, you know, makeshift, I think, bar. I don't know. And then this is me testing out all the new, like, copper blocks. Not really anything in there, just, you know, kind of little patterns. And then testing all the Pale Oak. I built this, let's see, 2022. Holy moly. This world's a lot older than that, but yeah, this is a little firework from 2022. I did not realize it, wow. Yeah, kind of like Pale Oak, you kind of just got your little view. I mean, kind of a nice little view. Hoping I'm not missing anything. I mean, yeah, whatever. This right here just got like a bunch of, you know, beacons. Kind of testing out. Oh no, all the copper golems are essentially moved. Oh, okay, well I can't move anymore. That's sad for the copper golems. Sad, but you know what? Things happen. There's like a little hut out there. Nothing really too cool. Got a soup and stew galore. Yeah. You know, you could buy rabbit stew. Yeah. Whatever. I think the creek's in here. Yeah. Creeks are in there. A very ugly looking building, but you know what? You want to get some blocks. There you go. There you go. Cool. Reject, essentially where I exiled my friend. It used to be way different. There used to be a building in the sky. There was a witch hut. There was a jail in here, and we put him here. But then we ended up changing it all, and Mount Reject kind of different because also the Toby, the leader of Fire Nation, also blew up this whole area. But yeah, we got a cool little parking lot. The football field, or more like arena football, as you can see. Danny, Toby, and myself, Jen. We got this whole area right here. It's basically like arena football. It's kind of cool. It's alright. It's not an amazing building, but it's an alright building. Now we got something that I plan on potentially making a video on. I think it'd be super, super cool, but I don't know if we're gonna make a video. It's basically like an escape room prison. Oh, nah, bro. Okay, I did not even want to go in here, because now I'm about to get lost. Maybe I'll show it off more in detail, but essentially, yes, we got like our whole prison here. And yeah, we got all these prison cells, cafeteria, you know, the blocks, the yard. And the way you get into these things is the police officers are gonna have a lever, or lever. Oh, no, I don't know why I said lever. Lever. They have a lever. You know, you got the shower room. There's a floor too. But yeah, you gotta have a lever to essentially get out of this area. I think I have levers on me right now. I don't think I'll show this place off more if I end up making a video. I guess I'll show the library, and then I'm basically gonna be done showing off this area. But it's a pretty cool area. Or, you know, a nice looking library. So I mean, yeah, I think it's an awesome thing. You know, if you guys want to watch it, for sure. So yes, quite honestly, this is the prison. The reason I'm not showing everything is like, yeah, this is, oh my. You know what? Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna be showing off every single like part and like every part of, you know, the buildings, because this is gonna take way too long. But yeah, essentially you got to escape the prison. Very flat. But yes, it's alright guys, we're back after my whole thing crashing. The whole game crashed and I couldn't get back in for a while, but we are back. Right now we got a basketball arena. I gotta remember exactly what I all showed. Essentially you got this, you got the whole men's bathroom, whatever. I mean, nothing too crazy to show off, I think. I mean, it's your pretty typical, like, kind of basketball arena. It's not huge or anything, but it's just like, well, like, you know, whatever. I do want to add jump boost, so if I do add jump boost, it's actually possible. I've done it with jumping potions. But yeah, I mean, it's like a pretty cool basketball arena. It took way too long. And you got your team store, the pumpkins. Yeah, you got your team store in that face. It's just, you know, cool little basketball arena right there. Gambling, 1 in 3 chance, you know. But you gotta love gambling. In Minecraft, anywhere, gambling. Got all this. You got your whole road there. I made my own trial chamber. Like a plush shape. So yes, I mean, it's a fairly hard trial chamber actually, because I added custom mobs. Well, it's not really like custom mobs, but like you can't, at the trial chamber, you can't go against a wither skeleton. But yet, to this, inside that you can. So we showed off that. I know I have like a small little, you know, whenever the update came out, kind of made, you know, bamboo and all this pottery shards, like pandas. I don't know, just kind of using the little design of the buildings. Camels, camel tojo. You know, kind of a little paw area. I mean, it's just, you know, a little cool design. I think that is almost everything shut off. Almost everything. We got a little jousting area. We had horses in there that probably escaped. But yeah, like a little jousting area arena. I think, you gotta double check. I think that might honestly be everything in the whole, you know, Minecraft server. I mean, there's a lot, and we skimmed through a lot of it, but, you know, there's a lot more that can happen, and there might be a few more videos. I guess we have one more roller coaster ride, or well, we're not gonna do it right now. Since, you know, a little pyramid design. I don't know. I thought about burying certain things in there. Moose room. yeah, kind of just, and then essentially that goes all the way over here, which I just made my own like little war arena. We made our own bases, kind of just fought. So like I chose a down below one where I could just shoot out dispensers and fight. Brent chose for the Sky High design, which was actually a good design, and then he had a pillager that could shoot you. So yeah, I think that will, I guess we got one more place to show you, and then we're gonna basically conclude the video. That's me, you know, kind of skimming through my world, you know. There's some cool things you can do on it, certain game modes, maybe things I could build, I don't know. There's a few things I could do, and that's depending on what you guys want to see. I could try all the parkour courses that are here. I could, you know, do a prison escape like I have. Yeah, like there's a lot of things I could do. I mean, this is my personal yacht. Pretty gnarly. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things I can do. You just have to let me know. I guess, yeah, we're going to the two last things. Maybe I'll post for my thumbnail right here. This is my brother's jungle base. Cool, you know. Cool little jungle base. Nothing, you know, crazy, but fairly nice. And then the last thing, I guess I forgot to show you, and I hope I didn't forget anything actually inside the video. I mean, it's a pretty big world. My dad, I somehow convinced my dad to play Minecraft. He built this. His first ever build in Minecraft. Pretty, you know, a good copper build with frog lights, and actually it's probably the best view in the whole server. Sick. He's got the whole bridge, which then beams off the light into all that. So that basically concludes the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's not, you know, videos you normally see, but sort of a Minecraft world. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be able to make these types of videos, because I have to essentially get a tripod because I can't screen record, unfortunately. I can only do it for a few minutes. Just this is essentially my world. If you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see me do a certain thing, or you know what, if you guys are not interested in Minecraft, just let me know. But yes, I will see you in the next one. Peace.